Hey, everybody, welcome back and happy Tuesday, which means happy Vanderpump Rules new episode day, happy The Valley new episode. And I just love the fact that that means we get a fun recap tomorrow. I believe I'm going to be doing the recap with Jason, by the way. It's weird because usually Mondays, I can never get rid of her. God, she's just always with me. I love you. It's weird because usually Mondays are like the slower days, but since I took the weekend off, there was so much to talk about. And then this morning I'm looking and I'm like, it's P. Diddy, P. Diddy, P. Diddy, P. Diddy, and all of that jazz. So we're going to leave the P. Diddy stuff alone. I'm curious to see how that goes. And we're going to jump back into the Vanderpump Rules. Smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and let's jump right in.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
Okay, guys, so before we get started, I definitely am going to show off my blooming because I always do. Everyone's always asking me about my skin and what I do. Right now, you'll see I look a little burned because I got too much sun, but that's okay. I use this guy with the press of a button, and it feels like a little massage, but it uses microcurrents to lift, rejuvenate my skin. It gets the inflammation out, and it's so nice. So normally $150, but if you click on the link that I put in the description of this video and pinned in the comment section, you get $70 off. Enjoy. And if you don't absolutely love it, you just get your money back. But with that, guys, we got to talk about the Katie Maloney of it all because there is a lot going on. I don't know how much of this you guys have heard, but she went on Nick Viall's podcast, obviously, and it makes sense that she would go on Nick Viall's podcast because she is now a part of his podcast empire. And I get that. But Nick loves to dive into the Vanderpump Rules. That's my thing. He loves to dive into the Vanderpump Rules. He called out Sheena, called out Brock, made like, I think he even made merch about Brock. And I think that they found this out on the way to the Vanderpump Rules premiere party. It's just like, it makes sense. They're a #1 show on cable television, right? So of course he's going to talk about them because that gets the ratings. And then he has one of the cast members. It's smart. It's a smart business move on Nick's part, but let's just take a listen. Here we go. So for this first one, Katie Maloney is responding to Lala Kent calling her miserable on her Instagram story. She said it was weird. Here we go.
You're a miserable person.
No, I was at the time. Like, I'm not miserable, but I was not happy. I was not
Also,
somebody that.
Even if you were, is that a crime?
No.
What is Lala's point?
That always gets me. I think that's like such a weird trope for you.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, just like you said, has everyone not had times in their life when you were not your best self and possibly could be considered toxic or miserable? Yeah, like,
yes.
But that's not fundamentally who you are at all.
Also, in saying having a boundary and being able to force it and like being forced to be the one of the few adults in a friend group doesn't mean you're miserable. It just means you are willing to make the fucking tough choices that other people aren't. Like,
Yeah.
you know, no fun Katie doesn't mean she's miserable. Of course, you know, I'm not saying you're no fun.
I'm
You're
having
plenty of fun. You had
so
6
much fun.
margaritas
I would say you're
yesterday.
the happiest I've ever seen.
You went on a friend date. Like, that's fucking invulnerable. Like, you were making tough choice. No, seriously, you're making real life tough choices that aren't easy to do because it's hard to grow up. It's hard to mature. It's hard to outgrow your friends. It's hard to look at your friend and say, we don't have the same values anymore. We've outgrown each other. And then to go on a fucking date
hard.
with a friend. No, that's no, but we need to do more of that. And I think we have to acknowledge that.
Truthfully, I love my life, and I've been like really happy. And for like, I don't know, the last like year, I've had some like stressful shit going on, obviously, but I think, you know, this like new chapter in life and this like transition that I made to like really kind of like design my life and like invite new people into my life and embrace friendships that, you know, I've like been really excited and happy to have and feel like I'm really grateful for it in my life. And I don't know, just again, like through my healing journey of, you know, kind of come to like a agreement with myself with the standard of people I want to have in my life. And
Okay. Now, honestly, I got to give it to Katie on this because I talk about Katie every once in a while when we're on here. And for Katie, I think it takes a special person to be on a show where Sheena opened up about this. She needed Ariana to come on when she did because the other girls wouldn't film with her. And she needed somebody to film with. She was very honest about that. But for Katie, it seems like Katie's just kind of like, I'm not going to kiss anybody's ass. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to feel what I want to feel. I don't care if the producers want me to do something or I'm not going to be your producer's darling. I'm not going to feel how you want me to feel because it makes good TV. I can't change my face. I don't have a poker face. And I respect that, actually. All right. Well, it keeps going.
To the reunion of season 10.
This is where Nick Bio mentions Sheena and Lala for their performative outrage at the reunion.
You were the most quiet person. You have been Ariana's ride or die, her best friend through this all. And yet at the reunion, you said your piece, you said what needed to be said, but you had James, you had Lala, you had Sheena fucking screaming at Rachel.
Yep.
And what now appears to be, I don't know, performative outrage, because it's just like, how do you say some of the horrific things that you said to Rachel and then all of a sudden like be like, okay, well, and what's fascinating watching Vanderpump back is because like throughout the years, right, some of your castmates, Jax and Tom, and have done some crazy fucking things, and it's just like they've done some things that many people in many fan groups would be like, I can't, all right, can't be friends with you anymore. But it's like in Vanderpump world,
most friends,
as long as you just scream at
most friends in most groups, also don't get paid a shit ton of money to do this. Just saying.
Them and yell at them. Then like the next day there's a scene where everyone's hanging out again. And like in reality, that's fucking crazy. And I feel like you two are just finally like, you know what? We did this for a while. In the past, we could scream and get over it. But now it's just like, no, I'm actually just like, you guys are choosing to like make different life choices and grow up. And they're not.
In the past, that kind of like was what we would do. And somehow we're like, yeah, we always got through it. We always would forgive each other. And that's just like how things were. And it's like, yeah, but like that doesn't really work for me anymore.
Okay, well, then that's sort of another thing that I have to say. It's like devil's advocate, because she's saying that doesn't work for her anymore. But the whole premise and base of like, this all started with Housewives, right? And then it kind of branched out to these other shows. And with that, it's conflict resolution. Like you're always trying, Andy Cohen has said this multiple times. They're always trying to, get back to a good place. You can't just stay pissed off all the time. Just saying.
That's like really not the kind of friendships I want. That's not how I want to like be in life. Like what worked when I was like 26 does not work for me at 38. And the fact that y'all are still thinking that's okay, because
they're not.
In the past, that kind of like was what we would do. And somehow we're like, yeah, we always got through it. We always would forgive each other. And that's just like how things were. And it's like, yeah, but like that doesn't really.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, honestly, I enjoyed this interview. I think that her pretty much laying it out there and saying that she's not going to change. I get it. But I want to hear what you guys think. So pop off in the comment section, smash that like button, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. Do you enjoy this specific character? And I know Katie is a human, right? She's a human being, but I'm saying her as a character on the show. Do you enjoy that I don't give a damn, I'm not going to be around who I don't want to attitude? Or do you think since they all signed contracts that they should be forced to film with each other? I'm going to make that into a poll on the community tab. All right, guys. So again, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you are interested in Blooming, all you have to do is literally go to the link that is pinned in the comment section and also in the description. I love you guys so much. Happy Tuesday. Happy Vanderpump Day. Bye, guys.